So, welcome to my mayhem. This is complete and utter mayhem. I I honestly, when I look at this, it's okay. This place is destroyed. Let me just explain what's going on. So here's what happened. Um, I don't know if I mentioned this before because I don't know what order I'm going to post these videos. But there was a leak that the old owners had and they never fixed. And so I went on a journey to figure out where is this leak coming from. And I couldn't figure it out until I was like, oh, let me see if well, actually, it was from great advice from one of my friends, followers on Instagram. And thank God for Instagram and thank God for followers. Um, they suggested that I check to see if it's the tub overflow, so I let the tub fill and fill, and then in a normal working tub, the I have to take these down. In a normal working tub, the overflow would just redirect to the waste drain, and fucking neighbors. Oh my god, I already don't like them. I'm gonna have to change my windows to get them soundproofed. In a normal overflow, it will flow into the waste, but in here it's broken. And so one day I was like washing some floor stuff or whatever and accidentally allowed the water to go into the overflow, and so it went there, all on the couch and all in here, which the carpet is coming up anyway. It was disgusting, and I could tell that they never cleaned it because as soon as it got wet, it literally smells like it smells like dog urine. I was trying to figure out what that smell was. It smells like dog pee, and I don't even think they had a dog. Somebody had a dog at some point. The carpet, I promise you, hasn't been changed in 25 years or something like that, whenever this building was built. So the carpet is coming up, but only after I paint, which I'm going to put up drywall tomorrow. So the reason why I took the entire ceiling down is because I was trying to scrape the what do you call that stuff? The popcorn ceiling off this room. It was the last room that I really, really had to do besides the basement, which the basement is getting a complete and total overhaul. It's going to be my entertainment station, and there's so many lighting fixtures that I want to put in. So I'm not going to worry about the basement for a couple of months because I want to design the lighting layout. When I was looking and trying to scrape off the popcorn ceiling, it just wasn't coming off, and it's because they did multiple layers of popcorn where they covered up the stains from the leaks that they were getting. So instead of fixing the leak problem, which they never fixed, they just kept painting over it. I think what they did was they once had it covered with popcorn again. So there was double layers of popcorn. So it was really like stone hard. And then, and I noticed that because when I was sanding, I noticed underneath the first layer of popcorn that there were stains and popcorn. So I was like, okay, I can't do this. But anyways, and then they did some self-help DIY patching right in this area where you can see there's like a little bit of water damage here, and then there's some mold. I'm gonna ask my sister what to do about that because I'm pretty sure she knows how to clean stuff like that or whatever, because she just knows that stuff. Yeah, so when I was pulling it down, I saw mold and mildew on the ceiling, and it was like, okay, it's hard enough to get rid of. Oh, that really looks bad. It was hard enough to scrape it, so I was like, I just want it down. I have to run wiring up here for all my lighting, which I've done. There's gonna be a system of 4 LED slimline pot lights right there, and then I'm adding one right here, and then I'm replacing the old light right there with another LED light. So all my LED lights have been run, but let me show you some craziness that I didn't notice. I'm gonna put a chandelier here, a chandelier of sorts. What the previous owners did was, one, you'll see they got rid of the junction box, which is illegal. You cannot have a junction without a junction box. You can't splice like that. And so actually, I don't know if the owners did it themselves. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't know for sure because I just noticed that there's that popcorn spray that got right there. So maybe they didn't do it. Maybe somebody else did it, and it was like a drywaller that they hired, like a friend or something. But look at this. They duct taped Not even electrical tape. I just heard Jeff Thorman say, if you're gonna cut corners, at least stay on the road. This is a fire hazard, like all in itself. If something was to go wrong here, this whole place could have caught on fire. So I'm gonna correct that. I'm gonna get a new junction box. I'm gonna do proper splicing with these wires because I had to take duct tape off of a couple other things like that. But yeah, that's most of the progress so far. I'm going to update all these switches. I have 2 3-ways in here because this one goes to my entryway lights where I'm gonna change those. I'm gonna add those into LED pot lights, and this switch right here is going to just become a more up-to-date dimmer for the chandelier. And what else is there? Yeah, that's it. I think so. Tomorrow my goal is to get drywall up, cut out the holes for the lights, connect them. Well, I don't think I'll actually connect because I really have to paint. Essentially, since all of this is done, after I drywall, I can finally start painting in here. And then after I start painting, you know what that means? I get to get rid of the carpet, which is what I'm most waiting for anyway. So it's coming together. It's almost livable. Well, it was livable before I moved in, but of course the electrical wasn't up to code, and so I want to live in a place that's safe, and so I'm going to try to get all this done before I have to move out. I'm down to like 10 days, so let's see what I can do in 10 days. But right now I'm going to take those mirrors out, and then I'm going to go home and eat dinner, and I'll be back in the morning to do some more electrical and drywalling. What am I doing? Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm getting the main light, I guess, what's going to be my chandelier, my middle light. I'm getting that back up to code because the last owners had gotten rid of the box. That little blue thing that I just added is the box that's supposed to hold the wires. They just had the wires hanging in the middle of the ceiling, which is a fire hazard because there's nothing stopping the wires from touching anything else if there's an arc or whatever. So I'm adding the box, and I'm going to reconnect the wires basically how they were connected before. I'm using these little, you see these little, it's kind of dark, kind of hard to see, these little plastic connectors. I love these things. They make it so much easier, and they're so much more secure than the caps that have been used in the past, and so it's gonna work out well. All the rest of the wiring is ran for my pot lights. I did that yesterday, and so now we're almost ready for the new drywall to go up, which I'm gonna end up doing today too. I just have to make my outline on the floor. I'm going to use the carpet because I'm tearing it up anyway, so I'm just going to spray paint the outlines of everywhere that I want to light, and everywhere that everywhere that I need to cut holes, like for the vents and things like that. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I won't do the cutting today. I'm really just going to try to screw the drywall up, because doing this now and then doing the drywall, I've realized that I need to spend less time here obsessing over the house. I do just need to get some of the stuff in working order so I can move in, because I haven't started moving in, and I need to do that. I need to clean out the basement because I put all the debris from the ceiling in the basement, and I need to clean that out so I can move all my stuff in and get ready to start living here. I can't live here in the condition that it's in now, so well, I guess I could, but it just wouldn't be fun. So after the drywall goes up, I'll probably mud it tomorrow for the first mud, and then that same day that I do mudding while it's drying and stuff for 24 hours, I'll start pulling up the carpet. So that's the game plan. That's what we're doing. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. So I was up not even that late, until like 8 o'clock last night, putting up drywall, and I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and couldn't go back to sleep, but it's now 8 in the morning, and I am about to finish hanging drywall on the ceiling. It's almost done, but I just kind of hit a snag because I guess last night I didn't notice that one of the boards is off a little bit, and so I just need to add something up at the top to brace it so that the end of it gets screwed in. Yeah, I'm just tired. I think I calculated my amount of drywall correctly, but for some reason it just doesn't look like I'll have enough to finish. I hope that's not true, because then I'll have to go back to the store, get more drywall, and pull it up the stairs by myself. I did have help from my friend yesterday, so that was great and necessary, but now it's just me, so I'm just gonna try to get this done on my own. And it's not even that much. I think I have literally 2 boards left, but I'm so tired. My brain isn't working, so it's like I can barely think. I'm like looking around for like little pieces of wood that I can use to kind of like help me out, because I just need like a 2-inch by 2-inch stick really to give me my solution. But I don't want to go back to the store right now, because I know I have to go back later to take the equipment back that I rented. I rented a drywall lift, as you can see, like here. I'll try to show you this thing. It's a mess in here. It's like World War Z. And then this is the ceiling so far. It's done. Oh, look at my shadow. Oh. Yeah, so most of it is finished. I only have that little bit left, and also that little bit left. So it's actually not that much. It just feels like, whoa. It's the morning time, sorry. It just feels like a lot. So I'm gonna get working on that. And then after that's done, I'll have good lighting again, I promise. That's all I got for you right now. I'm gonna try to get some energy. I wish I was a coffee drinker, because I think that would help right now, but I'm not that much of a coffee drinker, and yeah, so I'm gonna re-look at this stuff. I just need to wake up a little bit. And one of the things that I saw, that the people who drywalled this place the first time, I guess when it was built, they did this really funky wood attachment, and now I'm thinking I understand why they did it, because the walls are kind of crooked, and it's hard to get everything to line up. There was only really one square angle in this whole room, so it's been a mess. And so the trusses don't necessarily line up where they normally would, I guess, in order for me to be able to screw into them. So gotta make do with what we got. Luckily I have my saw here. I just wish I had an extra piece of thin lumber without having to go to the store. I'm gonna avoid that at all costs. Yeah, but that's it. Wish me luck. And I think I'm not gonna get drywall for that. I just looked at it. I think it's already drywall. Okay, that's all I have. Okay, so the ceiling is up with minor wear and tear. I'm so proud of this one because this was such a weird joint. Ignore all the holes or whatever. It's gonna get, covered. But this one, I measured how crazy it was. It was really, really off, and we made it work. The ceiling is up, and so now I just have to mud all this, sand all this, sand it again, mud it again, sand it, do all that kind of stuff. It feels cleaner, it feels more spacious. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, we'll fix it. It feels cleaner, it feels bigger, it feels more open, and I can't wait to put the lights in. And really what I'm excited about is just to get the mudding done, because it's kind of like, reminds me of decorating a cake, and we'll see if I can perfect it as well as I am with cakes, but I'm happy to have this done. I'm going to take these tools back to Home Depot because it's super expensive and heavy, and yeah, I will keep you posted. But that's it for this Terror Squad. I'm so glad though that now that this is done, the carpet after I cut all the holes out, the carpet gets to come up, and then the smell will change. Look at my camera over there. The smell will be gone, and I'll be happy, and we'll be into a new frontier. But this machine has to go back. I'm gonna take out all the old drywall while I have the truck rented, and then I'm getting this thing out of here and taking the truck back, because one must do what one must do. Okay, I'll update you again soon. Peace.